Good afternoon, folks. This is Marc again with Marc's Mobility. We're doing a review today on a black Permobil F5 with 16 miles. Good afternoon, folks. This is Marc with Marc's Mobility. I have a beautiful Permobil F5 right here. Very rare to get one of these chairs in here. There's a lot of F3s and M3s, but F5 because they're so much more expensive. So the F5 right here, this one here has 16 miles. It was used less than a month. This power chair has 6 electrical functions. It has the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric feet, the interior tilt, and the feet that goes up and down. That's 6 electrical function with 16 miles, literally brand new, all kinds of other goodies on this chair that we'll cover as we go along. So all the functions on this chair can be worked through the joystick like most chairs, but there's a quick switch box right here which I'm going to use. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the seat lift, okay? So the seat lift will start roughly at the bottom. When it starts, you'll be at 22 inches. And if you add 14 inches to this seat, you'll be at 36 inches, 3 feet high, okay? You'll be able to drive with eye level and talk to people while you're driving eye level. You'll be able to grab stuff off your second and third cabinets in your kitchen. You'll be able to do your dishes looking down. You'll be able to do all kinds of stuff with this chair, okay? So you can see right now we're all the way up to 36 inches high, or the seat lift is actually 14 inches, but right here it should be 36 inches high, the top of the seat. So you can imagine your head would be here. So you'd be higher than me, but you don't have to go this high. So this is called your seat lift right there. Let's look at the base before we go any further since the seat is elevated. So this is an F5, means front wheel drive. The wheels, there's nothing on the ground. This is just a tip wheel. All the weight of the chair is on this bottom wheel right here. So this is why they're really good for outside in the yard also, okay? Look at the suspension. You have one here, and that suspension is adjustable with this little ring right here. You have 4 of these suspension all the way around because this chair weighs probably 450 pounds, minimum, 450 pounds, okay? So with that suspension and the weight of the chair, you're gonna get a super smooth ride, okay? You have an anchor point here. There's another anchor point inside of here. This is where you would secure your chair if you're gonna transport it in your minivan or on your lift. You have 4 anchor points at the bottom of the chair all the way around, okay? You have a motor for each wheel. You can't see the motor, but it ends right here with this lever. Let's just say you needed to push this chair. Well, you can see it weighs 450 pounds. It's in gear, but you can put it in neutral. But if you're going to put it in neutral, turn the power off because these are electric motors. You don't want the power on. You want no resistance. Once you have the power off, you can just push the lever down. And now look, you're in neutral. Do both motors on both sides and you can pull it around, push it around. When you're done, put it back in gear. You can see the armature for the seat lift. The actuator is actually right there. So this chair is made in Sweden, highest quality chair in the world. We're going to bring the seat lift down. And I'm going to show you something. Wrong button. So I'm bringing the seat lift down right now. And I want to show you something else. Some of you have a hard time getting out of your chairs. I'm only going to bring it down 20% of the way, okay? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring the legs, the feet back in. See how they're coming back in? So if you have trouble getting out of your chair, flip the foot plate like I just did. And remember I said it has anterior tilt. What that means is your chair, watch the back right here go up. See this going up? So if you needed to get out of your chair, you have a little bit of a boost there. Look at this. Just get yourself to the end of the seat and you're already walking out. Okay? All right. So now this is called anterior tilt. We're going to bring that back down. And we're going to bring the seat all the way down now. And we're going to put the foot plates back out. So far we've covered the seat lift, the interior tilt. The next feature we're going to show you is called the electric tilt. The electric tilt is when the base right here goes back. So you can see the base going backward. So when that goes backward, it's going to take the leg, it's going to take the back, because they're all connected together. This is great if you need to relieve pressure off your bottom, pressure off your back. You just want to relax or have some circulation in your legs. Also, let me go back to the legs. There's a lot of buttons on here. I'm going to put the legs up so you can show you that you can definitely get some good circulation. Now remember, folks, if you're 5 feet tall, 100 pounds, 6'3", 300 pounds, it doesn't really matter. We can adjust these seats to make them small. We have all the parts here with the railing, the seating system, everything we need to make your seat, to make the chair fit your body size. Look, that's kind of crazy. You would definitely have your circulation in your legs there. But let's just bring the, if I can figure out which button here. I'm going to bring the tilt back down. Just to show you, even if you were halfway, look at it, even here your legs are still higher than your body, okay? If your lights ever turn red on here like they just did on me, that just means you're too tilted to drive. You wouldn't want to be driving with your legs in the air. You wouldn't be able to see what you're going. So if you have any red buttons, it means you need to either lower the seat, bring the seat so it's drivable. So the next thing I'm going to show you, folks, is the recline. The recline is when the back by itself goes. See, nothing's moving, but this is going down. Okay? And you notice how the arm do flip also, which is nice. So if you transfer from one chair to another, there's nothing in your way right here to transfer. We're going to see how, so this is a full recline, folks. So that's what it would look like if it's fully reclined. Okay? So we're going to bring the recline back up, and the buttons are red. That means I wouldn't be able to drive right now until it's green. We're going to bring the legs back down. I'm doing 2 buttons at once. I'm very ingenious here. And when you're outside, make sure these legs are out a little bit. Give you a little more room. If they're low to the ground because you have long legs and we had to make them lower, what you can do, you notice how they are a little bit low to the ground. They're only about this high off the ground. Tilt your seat up. Like watch, if I tilt the seat back, right here, just a little bit, look at that, okay? So, another thing we have on here, the legs go up and down by themselves. Watch the feet. See how they're going down? That's your 6th electrical function. So, then we're going to bring them back up. So not only do they go out, they go up and down, okay? Another thing to share, let's look at the seat. The seat is 21 by 21, so it's a large seat. So it doesn't matter. But hopefully it's already set up for whoever's looking at this video. You have a chest guard, so some people like that, and you also have a safety belt. So you have 2 things. You also have a USB port right here. You can charge your phone right here with this. The arms are cloth, okay? It's hard to explain. They're not vinyl, so you're not going to sweat, and they're not gel where you're not going to sweat also. These are cloth. These are custom arms, okay? The back of the chair, you have right here a super expensive headrest. Notice how you see how it's set up? That headrest can even go more. It can be completely shut against your ears. There's adjustments here and here behind you can adjust. So if you have a person that have trouble keeping their head, this is a really, really expensive headrest. Also with this chair, you have bag hooks. So we have bags here. I don't have one in the room, but you can hook up a bag. It's a hard bag for a Permobil, and you already have the bag hooks, okay? You also have on this chair what's called a swing away joystick, so you can get a lot closer to a dining table without hitting the joystick, okay? If you're left-handed, we can put the joystick on the left side with no problem. You have lateral knee pad. What these knee pads do, they keep your knees together so your feet stay on the foot plate. You also have actual headlights. These are real headlights. They'll light up your whole driveway. And you have back here hazards. You have left flasher, right flasher. And while we're at it, right over here, a lot of people don't realize when we ship these chairs, we turn the power off on the whole chair. Right here, see this reflector? You got to go inside the chair where my fingers are at. Watch. That's your breaker switch. That breaker switch is hard to put back on. It's easy to turn off, but when you're going to put it back on, it's hard. I argued with a person for 15 minutes about this. You do have to have a strong finger. So you get your finger in here and you got to pull hard. And now it's back on. And we're going to turn the power back up front. And we're going to turn the lights back on to show you that our power is back on. These cylinders right here, if you unscrew these two little tabs right here and you turn these like this on this side for this arm, all it does is just tilt your arm up to whatever position you want. So if you're going to turn this, hold the arm up before you turn it. It's going to be a lot easier to turn, okay? You have one for each arm. It doesn't raise your arm, it just tilts your arm, okay? All right, I think we've covered everything. All right, we're going to turn the lights off. When you charge this chair, which you're going to use your charge, this may not be the charger, but I'm going to use this one. Plug it right here, and as soon as the light goes to full, the charger will stop charging. So let's recap. We have here a Permobil F5 with 6 electrical function. It has 16 miles. So this power chair has the 12-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric feet, the anterior tilt, and the feet that goes up and down, okay? It has the swing away joystick, the cloth arm, the really expensive headrest. It has the chest guard, the safety belt, the lateral knee guards, the USB port, the solid tires, the headlights, the suspension, the solid tires. Folks, it's the most expensive chair on the market, so it should have a lot of good stuff on it. This one is the F5. Practically brand new, black on black, matte black actually, and it's ready to go. Now this one actually goes 7.5 miles an hour. Sometimes they don't quite go to full speed, but it does go 7.5 miles an hour. Crazy fast. And when you stop, it stops automatically. This is a Permobil F5. This one has 6 electrical function. It has 16 miles, literally brand new, black on black, matte black. No problem in the grass. Too much power actually. Now, I have it on fast, so I don't want to scare you. There's several speeds on here, so if you want to put it on the low speed, that's what it would look like right here on the low speed. That would be your low speed. You can go from there whatever speed you want, or you can use the joystick as a gas pedal like I do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to elevate the seat so you can see me driving this beautiful chair with the seat elevated. But remember, if you're going to drive this chair with the seat elevated, please drive it on really nice flat surfaces. This chair is actually fitted for me. It fits me perfect. Now remember, we can fit these chairs to your body size. So if you're 5 feet tall, 4'5", 6'2", doesn't matter. We can adjust the railings and everything. So that's the seat elevated. Let's see how fast it goes with the seat elevated. So this one goes 3.1 miles an hour. 3.1 miles an hour. Walking speed is a little more than 2 miles an hour. So it's faster than walking speed. So if you're looking for a nice chair, F5 front wheel drive. This one has a high speed motors. It goes 7.5 miles an hour, and it also has the higher seat lift up to 14 instead of 12 inches. Lateral pads, cloth arm, nice headrests, swing away joystick. I mean, it's got all kinds of stuff. If you remember what I mentioned in the video earlier, fully loaded. Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.